was the key in that first match?
I just kind of came out aggressive. My mindset was just I had a good warm up, and when I'm offensive, I know that I can win matches. So just moving my feet and being confident.
Making your first world team, I mean, what was that experience like, and what do you take from this experience?
I don't know, this whole year has been amazing, especially since World Team Trials. I just feel like I just keep improving, and people around me see it and they tell me, and I feel it, and I just get so excited. And just being on the team and like having all that experience this summer just really made me feel like a better wrestler. I just feel more confident. I just feel like I have come a long way and I have a lot more to improve on, and makes me excited, and I'm glad to be here. And of course I'm disappointed, but it definitely doesn't make me want to give up. I just want to train and come back next year, all year, train hard and just get better. Like, I definitely don't feel discouraged, and I had some tough matches, but you know, I'm not going to stop training hard.
I noticed with the rules the way they are, there were times when you needed to score and you were really pushing the pace and you started picking your shots up, kind of like, you know, when you won your first match. When the wrestlers put their track shoes on and start running, how do you feel about that?
When they start putting their track.
Whenever they start just playing defense.
Oh man, that is so frustrating. But you know, it's also like, okay, either I let the slack, you know, in the beginning of the match, so it's kind of like, okay, you got to get it done. And, you know, I was just there a couple times and it was really frustrating, but you know, sometimes you're on the other end of it, and other times it's like you got to score and you just come up, you know, short if you don't get in there and get after it. So
your ankle, I know you weren't 100%. I mean, how much did that hamper you today?
I don't know, it's just the past like 4 days have been just frustrating, just because, you know, I try not to think about it, but I haven't been on the mat and I hadn't been around the whole team, and I was kind of like, okay, I gotta get my weight down at another facility, I gotta just tape it up, just keep going. And then today is like the first time I got on the mat, like this morning, and I was so excited to be on the mat. So I just, you know, I wasn't thinking about it. I just taped it up, put a brace on, you know, did what I had to do, and I don't feel like I was 100%, but I didn't let that bother me. I just was excited to wrestle. So,
what's the number one thing you learned in your first World Championship? Or have you had time to sit down and really think about what's been happening?
Lose the title. I think that's something that I've learned. Like, I know it's World Championships, but it's another tournament. I gotta just treat it like everything else, like World Team Trials, like nationals, like any other tournament. Just come out and wrestle. It's every single tournament has been a learning experience about myself and like what I need to do. So I think my biggest thing is like, you know, take away the title. I can wrestle these girls anytime, you know, overseas on a tour, and you know, today was my first time wrestling with some of these top girls, and it's just, I do wish like I had another opportunity to wrestle them beforehand and whatnot, but there's more tournaments to come, so I just need to keep that in mind. So.
Looking ahead, I mean, you made so much progress. You placed like, was it 4th in Vegas this year, nationals, and then come back, go through the mini tournament, win in the finals, compete in the Worlds, win a match. I mean, just how exciting is that looking ahead with all the progress you've made?
I just can't believe like how much I've improved. A lot of it was just like the whole year was pretty frustrating, and then after I took 4th, I was just like really down and out, and I just kind of made a decision 1 week later, like I just got to keep going and keep working hard. I mean, that's what I've been doing all along, and it's really been awesome because my teammates and like coaches or just people that have watched me, they just like compliment me and tell me, and I'm like, wow, like I can do this. And it's been awesome, like learning more. I just feel like a different wrestler, and I feel like from then till now, like I feel like a totally different person. So it's been pretty amazing.
You trained side by side with the world champion, Clarissa Chan. I know Clarissa wasn't 100%. I mean, how much has she helped you just being around her?
It's been awesome because I remember at the beginning of the year, like she would tech me, and now like we can have some really good matches, and it'll be close. And I'm just like, when I wrestle her, I'm on my toes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wrestle Chun today at practice. Like, I gotta bring my A game. I gotta be tight. My technique has to be solid. And that also, like, just thinking about it, I was like, I wrestle with the world champion. Like, come on, like, if I can hang with her, I can do it. I can come to these tournaments and wrestle with these other girls. So that definitely helps me out a lot.